Hey everybody, we are 4 days from Christmas here at Sociedo HQ, and we just got a new present. We've got a brand new homepage here at Sociedo, and for most of you that means that your developers delivered it, your designers delivered it, put it up on your site, you've got a new homepage. At Sociedo, we don't have a new homepage until it's been completely A/B tested. So this screen right here in Google Optimize, I consider as a present. When this turns green, and we see that we actually found a clear winner in our A/B test, that's when I know that something's working and we actually are ready to go with a new homepage. I'd love to share with you a little bit about how we do A/B testing so that you can make sure that your conversion rates are increasing on your website as well. So we use Google Optimize. It's an add-on to Google Analytics. It's actually free. You can run up to 3 A/B tests, and I actually find the reporting to be super clear and helpful. So give it a try. Again, it's free for the first 3 tests. You'll see here we got our test set up in Google Optimize, and it is statistically significant that the new design has a 95% probability to beat the old design. Let me give you a quick look at what those 2 designs look like. This was the old design. You can see here we use the same copy on both versions. I'll show you the second version in a second here. We've got the video, start a trial, a few of our delighted customers, how Sociedo works, testimonials, and resources with another start a trial button at the bottom. Now that's a good point. We are optimizing for how many people click the start a trial button. That's our main call to action. That's the conversion rate that we're looking for. This is what the new version looks like. Same exact copy, different imagery at the head. We then have a new benefits section here with icons that are kind of calling out what we do here at Sociedo. We then go into our delighted customers. We've got a new updated video section and new testimonials that you can scroll through, as well as the same kind of end of page call to action for starting a trial. So the new version now has beat the old version. Statistically significant. You'll see here we had to run this experiment over 18 days and actually get 4,400 sessions to the homepage. So that does tell you that traffic's important. You need to be driving a significant amount of traffic to your website in order to A/B test at a statistical significance. As I come down here, what you'll see is some statistics on what the original was doing versus the baseline. So you'll see here, as you go along, you actually have these 2 designs competing against each other. And you can see the variance in both designs is very high at the beginning, but as you get more and more data, more and more sessions, you'll start to see that those kind of become smaller and more accurate in terms of what the variance can be. You'll see that at the top as well. So in the original, the conversion rate, the median is 6.52, but it really ranges anywhere from 5.22 to 8%. In the new design, you've got a median of 8.39%, and the range is anywhere from 6.74 to 10.24%. So what that means is the median here is much higher, and on the number of sessions that we drove to the new design, we've got a probability that it will beat the old design by 95%. And this is really cool. You'll see here that the improvement is anywhere from -5%, that's highly unlikely, all the way up to 74%, also highly unlikely. We basically look at this and say, we're probably improving the conversion rate around where the median is, which is about 29 to 30%. That's awesome, right? If we can increase our conversion rate by 30%, that means 30% more leads for the same amount of traffic. It means 30% more opportunities, potentially 30% more customers, and more revenue at the end of the day at the bottom of the funnel. So we've really gotten our gears together in terms of A/B testing. This was an A/B test that was really more of a visual design change, as you can see from the 2 versions here. Just kind of scroll back up to the top. But we do have other kind of testing methodologies. So the simplest and easiest one for us to do is just simple copy changes. We've seen, even just by changing the headline, that we'd have a 40% increase in conversion rate. Again, you'll see here, this was a 30% increase by really changing the design visuals. It was about a month-long process to get it redesigned. We used an outside vendor. And then the third types of tests that we do, we haven't done one yet, is to actually redesign the product experience. So have new functionality on the home page instead of just changing the design or the layout. So all 3 of these tests are things that we try to do on a regular basis. We always try to have an A/B test going, so we're constantly improving that conversion rate. And the easiest ones for us to do are things like headline changes, visual design layouts, and then obviously the more expensive ones are when you're really changing the product experience. But awesome to see, 4 days after Christmas, we have successfully gotten a 30% improvement to our homepage on conversion rate. And hopefully this helps you do the same using tools like Google Optimize and by driving a ton of traffic to your website.